And he made a critical mistake. He was not the prime receiver in the pattern. Jaworski scrambling outside, fires it deep. Let's take a look at Carmichael. Now watch the turn he makes just ahead of the snap of the ball. He cannot be going forward. He must be going laterally or away from the ball. Charlie Smith, or excuse me, Rodney Parker, 83, the man who eventually got free, made an excellent adjustment to the football, caught it under pressure from Burgess Owen, but all for naught.
So another penalty hurts Philadelphia. It's 3rd and 15 instead of tied 7-7. Jaworski to Parker. Knocking it away, Otis McKinney, number 23. So the Eagles, a 5-yard offside penalty on the Raider drive that kept Oakland's chances for a touchdown alive, and they scored. And now they lose one of their own on a motion penalty against Carmichael.
They had a big touchdown called back against them 2 weeks ago. Dallas Cowboys. They're the kind of a team that can recover from that.
Fair catch on Rudiger's punt. Wes Matthews finally embraces it at the 14-yard line. Harold Carmichael, the tallest receiver in the NFL at 6'8".
Jim Plunkett has really done a marvelous job for these Oakland Raiders as a starting quarterback. He's actually won 12 of 14 games as a starting quarterback. An amazing statistic.
After being on the shelf the last 2 years, everyone thought his career was over. Kenny King, not much there, gets to the 20-yard line. That'll be shy by about 4 yards of a first down. Claude Humphrey, 87, made the tackle. The veteran, former Atlanta Falcon #1 draft pick in 1968. He's been outstanding and led the Eagles in sacks this year with 14.5.
They say he plays like a young man. There's another man who's had his troubles during the season, Dante Pastorini. Broken leg healed, but still not reactivated by the Oakland Raiders.
His broken leg in Game 5 led to Plunkett's emergence as the star of this Oakland offense. Good protection. Throwing for King. Could go all the way. 40, 30. Touchdown, Oakland. An 80-yard touchdown play. The scrambling Plunkett to the speedy Kenny King.
Plunkett under a great deal of pressure. Had a Jerry Robinson coming hard from the outside. Did what he has been able to do very effectively all year long. Found some extra room in the pocket. Took his time. Watch Plunkett. Look at the pressure. Carl Hairston coming right at him. Robinson on the backside. He scrambles to the outside. And the catch by King, fabulous. Has to turn completely around.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, the longest touchdown pass in Super Bowl history. Barr to try the extra point. Bob Chandler holds. He also threw a key block for King downfield on the touchdown. The previous mark, 75 yards. Unitas to Mackey in 71. And Bradshaw to Stallworth 2 years ago for the Steelers.
We talked about controlling the line of scrimmage, the importance of controlling those big battles up front. Number 65, Mickey Marvin, is an option pickup on this particular play. He's got Hairston by the helmet. By golly, he's not going to let him get any piece of his quarterback.
Plunkett then given the time to roll left and find King. Former Oklahoma All-American who carried only 3 times last year for the Oilers. What a trade for Al Davis of the Raiders. Jim Plunkett now has thrown 4 passes, completed 4 passes, an even 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Terribly important not to give away the easy touchdowns. I'm sure Marion Campbell and the Eagle defense kicking themselves now for not being able to successfully sack Plunkett. They had the pressure, but he eluded it.
And a game of inches. You saw how close Herman Edwards came to deflecting that pass. Barr through the hands of a down lineman. Jamona to the 25-yard line. Otis McKinney again in on the tackle. And the Raiders chorused amen. Super Bowl 15 is brought to you by the new Chrysler Corporation. We take on the toughest competition and head-to-head comparisons to show you just how good our cars are. By Budweiser, for all you do, this Bud's for you. By a familiar new face in office systems, Exxon Office Systems. And by the people who bring you delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola. Open up an ice-cold bottle of Coke. Have a Coke and a smile. We begin the second quarter in New Orleans, 14-0 Oakland. And on first down, Wilbert Montgomery to the 34-yard line before Mike Davis, number 36, can make the hit. 8-yard gain for Montgomery. The star in that Cleveland victory as he picked off Brian Sipes' pass in the end zone to preserve Oakland's 14-12 win. Harris hit in the backfield for a loss. Reggie Kinlaw, 62, submarining in. Playful pat by Harris as if to say good play.
Excellent penetration by Kinlaw, who's a very quick but quite small nose tackle. Kinlaw guessing properly, slanting to his right, finding himself right in the middle of that play. One of the things we asked about earlier, if there were any special preparations made for Charlie Smith. I told you he's playing with a broken jaw. They have a dentist on the sideline. If he has a problem, they may have to cut the elastics that are holding his jaw closed, and he'll also come out of the game often because he gets tired. He cannot breathe through his mouth. Can't get much oxygen.
Play action. Open is Spagnola, 45, 50, and a first down at the Raider 44. Whoops, and a little extra. Mike Davis pulled away alertly by his teammate. This is not the time to get yourself ejected from a game. 22-yard play to the rookie from Yale, John Spagnola.
Spagnola finding all kinds of open territory on that sideline. Someone responsible in the short zone had dropped off deep with the other receivers. That's a big play for the Eagles.
And along with those statistical notes on Spagnola, let's give credit to a year in the NFL. This is his second season. He caught a couple of balls last year. Going long for Smith. What a play at the last moment by Lester Hayes. It appeared he was beaten until the last step. We've been watching Lester Hayes, the all-pro cornerback. Let's go to John Brody and Len Dawson.
Well, Dick, one of the problems that Philadelphia is facing is how to get off the line of scrimmage against this bump and run defense, particularly Lester Hayes, number 37. He does such an outstanding job when he's up tight. They want to get him off the line of scrimmage. You can see right there that Lester is fouling his man all over. 17, Carmichael. He's on him. It was a running play that time. Also, here's Carmichael going in motion another way to try to avoid being bumped at the line of scrimmage, but so far it has not been working for Philadelphia.
Lester Hayes, who credits his former college teammate at Texas A&M as being his mentor and tutor. Jaworski to Montgomery, all the way to the 20-yard line, and a first down for the Eagles. Burgess Owens made the tackle, a 24-yard play.
The Eagles are trying to use the speed of number 31, Wilbert Montgomery, employing him as a wide receiver here. As you said earlier, he is their leading receiver as well as leading rusher. And you see the power in that arm of Jaworski. He